Hello Reds fan, in this video you'll stay informed about the latest Liverpool news. But first, leave your like and subscribe to our channel right now, so you don't miss any updates about Liverpool FC. Hey Reds, Liverpool's right-back situation has taken a real hit during the 2025-26 season. And it's been a headache we've felt pretty much all year. Jamie Carragher was already calling for another defender to be brought in during the winter window, even after the club wrapped up a deal for Jeremy Jacquet. The problem is, Jacquet won't actually arrive until after the season ends, which has left Arne Slot trying to patch things together on the fly. Conor Bradley is sidelined long-term, Jeremy Frimpong has been out for a few weeks, and Joe Gomez has been slowly working his way back to full fitness. Because of all that, we've seen players like Dominic Szoboszlai and Wataru Endo being asked to fill in defensively at times, which isn't ideal when you're pushing for trophies. Looking ahead, with Gomez potentially moving on in 2026, it feels pretty obvious that Liverpool will need to bring in a new fullback this summer. One name that just won't go away is Giveiro Reid. A January move was never on the cards because of his injury, but the links for a summer transfer have stayed strong. That said, the latest updates suggest Bayern Munich might be ahead of the queue. Reports indicate they're very confident they can land Reid and already have a clear plan for him at right back that would allow them to shuffle other players into their preferred positions. And guaranteed minutes at a top club seems to be a big selling point. Bayern are also happy to match the kind of money English clubs would pay, and there's a lot of optimism coming out of Germany that a deal is already close. Reid has worked with Slot before, and he's been described as an extremely hard-working fullback. Missing out on him to a European heavyweight like Bayern would definitely sting. Still, it's not all doom and gloom. There's been talk this week that Liverpool are also looking at other options. An inquiry has reportedly been made for Zeki Çelik, who's set to become a free agent at Roma. Çelik is a natural right-back, can also cover at centre-back, and is a big admirer of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Given the current situation, bringing in someone like that could make a lot of sense as the Reds look to finally add some proper depth on the right side. Listen up Liverpool fan, Liverpool are clearly thinking long-term when it comes to the defense, and that was obvious with the late deal to bring in Jeremy Jacquet on deadline day. The French centre-back won't actually link up with the squad until the end of the season, but there's already a lot of buzz around him and plenty of expectation from fans. Jacquet joins Giovanni Leoni as just the second centre-back signing Liverpool have made since 2021, which tells you how carefully the club are picking their defenders. With Jacquet being 20 and Leoni only 19, there's real hope inside the club that these two could grow together and become a proper partnership for years to come. That's the dream anyway. Leoni's situation has been frustrating, though. He picked up a serious knee injury on his Liverpool debut back in September, and since then it's been pretty quiet in reality. Next season will almost feel like a fresh start for him, lining up alongside Jacquet as they both try to establish themselves. With Arne Slot stretched thin at the back this year, there's been some curiosity over whether Leoni could return before the season ends. The Italian youngster finally spoke up in January and gave a small update on his recovery, but didn't put a date on when he'd be back. Since then, nothing much has changed. Reports now suggest Liverpool are still working towards Leoni being fit for preseason, which would see him involved in the summer friendlies and easing his way back in properly. What's really interesting is that the club reportedly see both Jacquet and Leoni as two of the best young centre-backs in Europe. The long-term plan is for them to learn from Virgil van Dijk, soak up everything they can, and eventually take over when the big man moves on. Given Jacquet's price tag, and Leoni coming off such a serious injury, it's likely Jacquet will be ahead in the pecking order going into the 2026-27 season. That said, football moves fast. If Leoni has a strong preseason and looks sharp early on, he could easily force his way into the conversation. Either way, it feels like Liverpool are quietly setting themselves up for the future at the back. And if it all clicks, we could be sorted at centre-half for a long time. So Reds, it looks like Alexis Mac Allister isn't the only Liverpool player catching the eye of Real Madrid right now. The Argentine midfielder, who made the move from Brighton to Anfield, is tied down until 2028 and has quickly become a key part of this Liverpool side. Mac Allister has never hidden the fact he'd be open to playing in Spain at some point in his career. But whether that actually means a move to Madrid is another story. His dad has already come out and played things down, saying Alexis is settled, happy, and enjoying life on Merseyside. But it turns out Real Madrid aren't just looking at him. Reports suggest the Spanish giants are once again scanning the Premier League for talent, and Liverpool players are firmly on their radar. According to Dean Jones, Madrid are going hunting in England and have a long list of targets. The obvious headline name is Erling Haaland, who they're confident they can land if he ever leaves Manchester City. But there are other, more realistic short-term options too. Chelsea's Enzo Fernandez is high on their list, and Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes has also been mentioned. And when it comes to Liverpool, Allister isn't alone. Jones claims that Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai and Ibrahima Konate are all players Madrid are keeping tabs on. Konate's situation is the most concerning. He's currently on course to become a free agent later this year, which makes him a very attractive option for clubs like Real Madrid. Szoboszlai and Gravenberch, on the other hand, are both under contract until 2028. Just like Allister, Liverpool are reportedly keen to tie both of them down to new deals sooner rather than later. There's even been talk that Szoboszlai is being lined up as a future captain once Virgil van Dijk eventually moves on, and honestly, losing him would be a massive blow. He's arguably been Liverpool's best player this season, and the thought of Madrid taking him away doesn't even bear thinking about. This is the Liverpool FC News Fan channel and I'll stop here. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. A big hug and see you in the next video.